Hello, my name is Kate Griffiths from Whole Self Leadership, and I'm coming on today because I wanted to share something that may be of help to you. So I realised recently that we are now in November, and I thought about that. I thought, what does that mean? And what came to me is, how good am I and how good are you at saying no and being clear about your boundaries? That can be a really tough one, particularly if maybe you don't have many clients and there's a fear that you might lose a client or your clients if you say no or you push back. And I've talked to a couple of clients this week, one who works with organisations, and they're just in the process of negotiating a really big contract, and their client thinks that there's all of this work is possible within 12 months, and they and their business partner feel that's a little ambitious. And so there's that kind of maybe anxiousness around pushing back, because you don't want to push too hard and lose your client, but you want to be true to yourself. And so I want to explore that with you and perhaps use another example as well to show you the intricacies of this and what's really involved. Because in my experience, this behaviour is very much what I would call a green pattern. And it comes if we are pleasers, if you are a people pleaser, you want people to go away happy, and so you don't want to rock the boat. So that's kind of the motivation or the driving force in the way that you make decisions. And it can be really challenging. So let me share an example of my own from just this week. I last week had sent a client an invoice for a very small amount for a group that I run. And he wrote back to me and challenged and queried why he should pay it. His reasoning being that he had not turned up to the monthly meeting the previous month, but had paid for it. So therefore he felt it was covered. And I thought about that and reflected on it and thought, yeah, there is some real truth in that. And I thought the only way to know what to do is to take this to the divine. So I sat in meditation and asked for some guidance, and then I got really clear. And this is what came. That it's also really important for us as coaches and consultants to have respect for our own work and our own worth. Because if we don't have that for ourselves, how can we expect our clients to have that? And in the situation that I shared with you, I had given up my time preparing for the session and had shown up. And the individual concerned had not. They had actually forgotten about the session. So there was that, and yet it was difficult because they were also saying they wanted to join one of my 2-day programs, which is 10 times the amount of money that this other smaller group is. And so there was a part of me going, well, just don't cause a scene. Think about, the bigger prize, so to speak. But as I meditated in on it, I thought, no, there's something more here. So I then wrote and I said, look, this is my position. I feel that you should pay it, and these are the reasons why. And I then detached, I let go. I said, at the end of the day, though, it's up to you. You need to decide how you feel about it, because it's not my relationship with the divine that's in question here. It's theirs, and what they feel is the right course of action. So I said, you decide, and whatever you decide, I will accept the outcome. And in the end, they've paid it, for which I am very grateful. And as a result of that, I have offered them something in return as an expression of my gratitude. So that's also another aspect to this, that what goes around comes around. That if we treat people as we wish to be treated, and we come from that place of we're sure of who we are in our beingness, then that tends to come back for us. And if all of this sounds really challenging and difficult for you, then I recommend that you work with one of these spritzers. They are fantastic. This one is called Raphael. I'm just going to take a spritz now so that you can experience it and enjoy it. And I'm putting it in my aura, and it's beautiful. Really sort of almost lemony, sort of clean smell, but also a bit magical as well. So there's some real healing properties of it. But the wonderful thing about these colour essences is that they can help you to shift state in the moment. So it might be to find the courage to say no, and they can help you to do that. But be in that sense of, yes, I know I am loved and I am worth it. And so you can do it in a way that you can hold the both and. Because that's the other thing. It's not one thing or another. Very often it's about holding both and being okay with that. And whatever will be, it is the best outcome. So I hope that's helpful. And it's my little colour tip for this week. So go well wherever you are. Have a great week and speak to you soon. Bye for now.